a warm welcome to you all for a welcome back to school for those in academia. Unfortunately, a welcome back to COVID for those of us who are working in the hospitals today. Oh my gosh, did you not think that was over or what? But it doesn't seem to be at this point. So I hope that we're all safe and well. I hope that those of us who wanted to get vaccinated are. And I hope that those of us who chose not to would maybe consider it as we move forward. I want to share with you some of the great things that are going to be happening this fall for INACSL. The first is that the healthcare simulation standards of best practice are going to be published in September. I know many of us keep checking the journal website to see if they're up yet, and they are holding back. They are holding them up till the bitter end. So I keep checking every day, hoping that they'll be out early, I guess, later in August. And so far, nothing. So just like, oh, but something to look forward to. The next thing I want to say is that in conjunction with those healthcare simulation standards, the new symphographs will be released. And I hear they are absolutely beautiful. The standards team has been working on those and getting them prepared for you. And I look forward to seeing them myself. I haven't seen them yet. The board hasn't seen them yet. So we're all excited about that. Another thing that's happening is just like September's so jammed, I can hardly stand it. On the 20th of September, the new website will be unveiled for INACSL. I hear it's also beautiful. And it's going to be much easier to navigate than the old one was. I understand that it will be 1 or 2 clicks to get to the journal, and that will be it, which for those of us who read it a lot, we'll be delighted about that. So stand by for that. In September, we'll be having a town hall meeting so that the new bylaws can be explained to you by Dr. Mindy Anderson and her team, so that you know what you're going to be voting on as they are updated and prepared. The biggest change is that we took out all of the different committee structures, which made it really cumbersome every time something changed in a committee structure. And they're separated out now into policies. So the bylaws are streamlined and come more comparable to the way, the more modern way of doing bylaws today. So we're really excited about that. I wanted to give you a report from SimGhost. Chastity Mays and I both happened to be there. The first conference I've been to in person in 2 years, and I don't know if that's the same for Chastity, but it certainly was for me. It was in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Chastity did a fabulous presentation on Homegrown Solutions to the audience that we would really love to have participate in Homegrown Solutions, those very clever simulation operations technician people. They are so good at so many things. And I think they would provide a rich addition to what could be available on Homegrown Solutions. So Chastity did a fabulous talk there. And I was there to talk about the updated healthcare simulation standards, the same pretty generic talk that a lot of us are doing right now. And I want to say people were ecstatic. Perhaps you're hearing the same things. They love the name change because it makes them much more usable for different professions who somehow believe that they were only for nursing. So that is a good thing. I also heard that people were delighted that there was a professional development standard because it allows them to then ask for funds to be able to go to conferences and to meetings and things, so that they can keep themselves up to speed in the world of simulation. The other one that was really important was the pre-briefing standard, because especially in hospitals, people it's just become a way of doing things that people thought they did not want to give people objectives ahead of time or do a pre-briefing. And there are many ways to do that. And I think that in the standards committee presentations, they explain those kinds of things. But I heard great things from our hospital partners as they found out that there was really going to be a pre-briefing standard. So good news all the way around there. The International Committee has translated the slideshow that we're all doing for different places into 4 different languages. And I want to give a shout out to them specifically about those particular things that they have done. I'm going to be reading their names because I hope I'm not butchering them. So I've got them phonetically here. And Jean-Christophe Servat, Ibtisam Youssef Marfek. Thank you very much for that. Barb's for that great pronunciation for me. Ileana Escudera, Juan San Moreau, Tagwa Omar, Natalia El Angelo Ariadis, and Amelia Silva. Thank you so much, International Committee, for this fine work that you're doing for us. I know our international members will really appreciate it. And you are sending the word from INACSL out there, and you're providing best practices to the international community for simulation. So thank you so much for the work that you're doing. Finally, the last thing for this month of September coming up is that it's going to have Healthcare Simulation Week in it. And that's the week of September 13th through 17th. INACSL will be providing a free webinar during that week. It's being decided upon at this next board meeting. And so that is something to look forward to. So as your current president, I just want to say thank you for being with us. There's so much going on. I look forward to the month of September. I hope that your school year starts off well, and that in the hospitals, COVID dies down yet again, and that we start returning back to normal in some way. So thank you for being here, and looking forward to next month.